Hello all. So I've been meaning to make a video for a while now talking about the rights that Arabs have in Israel. Specifically as compared to rights that Arabs have under the Palestinian Authority. I'll stick to two subjects: politics and religion. Now, religiously, Arab Israelis have all the rights that everybody has in Israel. An Arab Israeli can be Jewish, can be Muslim, can be Christian, could be anything. No one, as far as I know, it's theoretically possible there's someone I don't know about, but I don't think so. As far as I know, nobody ever in the history of Israel has ever faced any kind of government crackdown or punishment merely for his religion. Whereas just a little while ago, a Palestinian Arab converted to Judaism. And he was kidnapped by the Palestinian police, and he was tortured for 6 months until his adoptive family ransomed him. Now, politically, Israeli Arabs have all the rights that any Israeli citizen has. All of them. The only legal difference in Israel between an Israeli Arab and an Israeli Jew is that an Israeli Arab doesn't get drafted. Seriously, that's it. Arab Israelis vote, serve in the police, the judiciary, local government, our Knesset, our national government. And Arab Israeli voters and their parties in the Knesset, our parliament, have made a tremendous impact this last year or so. It is in a very large part due to them that Bibi Netanyahu has not been able to form a government. And there have been that's not just me saying that. There have been a lot of Arab Israeli politicians who have been saying that very proudly. They're very happy that they're able to have such an effect in the country's politics. And, okay, yeah, good on them. Nothing wrong with that. I'm certainly glad that citizens of our country are able to have their voices heard, are able to make a difference in our country's politics. I'm totally in favor of that. In contrast, the current government of the Palestinian Authority was elected to a 3-year term in 2006. Also, the current rulers of Gaza, which is the terrorist group Hamas, no one ever elected them to anything. They seized power in a military coup, Arab people, objectively, are better off in Israel than anywhere else. And a whole lot of crowing is being done by Palestinian leaders over the power that the Arab vote has had in Israel. But the more they do, the more that Arab Israelis are aware of the power that they actually have, of the freedoms they actually have as Israelis, the more they'll become aware of all the freedoms they do not have as Palestinians. So, Palestinian leaders, yeah, keep on dancing, because the fires you're dancing around, they're going to be funeral pyres. So, that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. Say goodbye, Kat. He says goodbye.